I wanted to react to this because I've been hearing about Asmongold here and there for I don't know. I want to say like maybe since last October, here and there, and then I think over the past month I've been uh his videos have been showing up on my recommended, and sounds like it's all like gaming videos about like the drama that's going on right now with the whole SBI situation. Well, once like that kicked off, and like it's been recommending me Asmongold videos. So I've been watching those, and it's like I feel he has a lot of good takes. I'm kind of like I feel I'm half and half of like what he says. That there's a bunch of things he says that I agree with, and a bunch of things that I disagree with. So, but I'm learning more and more of Asmongold, and came across this video, and this was shocking to me.
They were talking about me on their podcast.
We've had so many people like on this like podcast who like just live the most lazy, like I want to say neat lifestyle where it's like they just don't like if it wasn't for YouTube or Twitch, bro, life would be a lot different. You know, this is the only thing that
the
got them
Asmongold.
There it is. And so you knew this shit was gonna come up. There it is. Yep. There it is. Exactly.
When are we getting him on, by the way?
When Asmongold is free, the dude streams like 36 hours of fucking
Yeah,
day.
Mudahar invited me on the podcast. I do want to go on there eventually. I just haven't done it before. I'll move it up so you guys can see him. Yeah, we don't want to miss out on him. Yeah, hopefully I'll come on there.
More than the allotted time that the government gives.
Yeah.
He's a streamer.
Okay.
And he looks like he looks like he looks like a farm animal kind of.
Anemic, moist critical.
he acts like one as well.
Is he gonna come on after you said that about him?
I mean, I think he knows that. I think he knows that.
I have a mirror.
Okay, one thing you gotta know
It's
about
like one of the memes of his
He
community.
says he has a mirror.
One of the thing is he's unashamed about that. Okay, like
Okay.
we're gonna run an experiment on you.
He says he's unashamed of you know his lifestyle or whatever. It is so shocking to me how Asmongold lives the way he lives. He's unashamed of it. It's like for me, I put shame on myself a lot for like self improvement, and it's like a small example of that is like growing up. I wanted a job when I was like I want to say 12, 13, 14, somewhere around there. Because I kind of already had this understanding that like yeah, you need to work in order to live and whatnot. But like I knew there was laws that like saying you can't legally work until you're 16. So I was really waiting to like turn say 16 to like get my first job. And unfortunately, I grew up in a very small town where like there was almost like nothing near me. So it was very difficult to get a job with like very few opportunities. And I didn't get my first job until I think I was 18. Yeah. Yeah, I got my first job at 18, and it's like once I got that job, it sounds like I was making money, and it's like I figured that they'll like yeah, since I'm making money, I can just like be done with school, and yeah, I can already start a life and whatnot going on. But I also had this mindset that like when I turn 18, it's like you're an adult and you shouldn't be living with your parents. And I wanted to move out because I felt like that was the thing that I should do. As an adult, you shouldn't be living with your parents. That's my mindset on it. And unfortunately, things didn't work out as well as I wanted it to. But I did get into a situation when I was 20, and I actually got a job that was stable, and I was making good money. And I saved up like I think as little as like $2,000, and I left. I moved out on my own. Well, I didn't move out entirely on my own. I moved out with a friend, and they were helping me get started and well whatnot. And that was at 21. And it's like I just feel shame of like kind of what's expected of me in society, I guess. Because like I said, I don't think as an adult you should be living with your parents, even though that's more acceptable now by most people just because of how difficult it is to live on your own. It's just I put that shame on myself. And again, it's shocking to me that the like Asmongold has no shame.
Okay, we're all, I assume all three of us, like, we're good with the Asmongold lore, right? Like, we know some of his shit.
Oh, I'm well aware.
This is crazy to me. That people are talking about me like this is not like lore.
Yeah.
So,
Finger
Chris,
two, yeah.
we're gonna mention some things, all of us, off the
Okay.
top of our head.
And another thing on top of that is like I said I put shame on myself for like self improvement, and Asmongold is like a millionaire, so it's like there's a lot of things he doesn't do that like he can do, and I just don't understand that his mentality of like basically he has a very dirty house, and it's like I don't understand why he doesn't like hire people to clean his house for him. It's like you would think that that'd be very simple to do. If you have millions of dollars, it's like why not pay like I don't know a $50 service? It's like that's like a drop in the bucket for him. That's nothing.
Heads, and you're gonna tell us true or false. Are we embellishing, or is this actually a fact of him?
Okay.
I like how she's scared. Like, like something bad's about to happen.
All right, Asmongold used to have a dead rat.
Right. Here we go. Yep, there it is.
That was his alarm clock because of the smell that would arise once the sun hits the rat, like an old Egyptian sundial almost.
That is so absurd that I have to say it's true because I don't know how the fuck you could come up with that.
Yes, that is insane. I don't understand how anyone could do that. I got something to say at the end of this video. It's like I'm not trying to overshare to like what I've already seen.
That is the fucking 500 right there. That is absolutely
my
100%
God.
true.
I'll go next. True or false?
This is crazy. Bro. It's like I'm a fucking like some like mythical animal, you know? You just say to yourself, yeah, I know. It's like Bigfoot. Yeah, like Bigfoot. What the fuck?
His lifestyle is not normal, so of course he's like a mythical animal, like not a good mythical animal. It's like a shocking mythical animal.
Asmongold once was live streaming when this is way more tame. When a living animal,
You stole my thing!
a living
It's
animal
not even one
crawled
of the good
across his
ones.
body.
It's not even one of the good ones.
What kind of animal?
Why do you
What
call
do
it
you
a
mean?
living
A bug.
animal?
An animal
Oh,
that's
come
A
on.
cockroach.
That's
Yeah.
growing in its
Come
ecosystem.
on.
Yeah. Yes,
Then true.
for sure, true.
I feel like all these
Yeah,
are
but
gonna
you
be
missed
true.
the best part. The best part of that was the cockroach was crawling across him, and he just like kind of took it with his hands.
Yeah, I got him.
And he just let it go back into the wild, into his room.
No, I threw it outside. That's not true. I threw it outside.
Deeper into his
That's
dungeon.
what
Yeah.
was insane about it.
Bro, that cockroach thing is like I don't understand how you could live like that. And it's like he acts like based off that story, he acts like it's just like normal and like an everyday day thing. Like how do you? I believe he says it was streaming or whatever, and sounds like he just grabbed it and like threw it. Well, Asmongold said, say throw it outside, but like he took it and it's like just throw it outside and it's like, okay, what's next? um, there was a time when I went to someone's house and it's like they made like a homemade pizza and whatnot, and we were eating and like I saw a roach crawl across the wall and it's like it was disgusting. Like I don't understand how people can live like that with such dirty houses. I mean, sure, you could probably see the slight mess I got in my back, but it's like that's just like one area, and it's like I can't understand like you allow a place to get to such a mess where like bugs and dead animals are just like all over the place.
Well, it's like it just crawled across me. I mean, that's not the only thing that's insane about it. The most insane part is that there are just cockroaches crawling around on him.
And he's not
Look. It's not that big of a deal. There are a lot of roaches in Texas. There's a lot of them. He didn't even bring up the scissors. Where the fuck are the scissors? The roach snippers.
And he's okay by it.
Bro, he says it's not a big deal. It's not normal for people to live with roaches in their house. That's gross.
Yeah.
He's okay by that. He's fine. That's normal.
Oh.
That's regular.
Is he popular?
Oh yeah.
Oh, he is
Yeah,
one of the
dude.
top streamers, one of the top gaming streamers out there.
I guess
As
he's
One of the top
entertaining.
YouTubers too.
Okay,
Honestly.
in the time that we've taken to film this podcast, 22 minutes as shown on Riverside, he's already released 6 videos on YouTube.
He loves it.
The worst part is that's probably only half true because I've only released 3. It is. That's crazy.
Already
He
6
releases
videos
like
are out on YouTube.
hour-long videos, like 10 of them a day,
What?
because they're just stream highlights.
And then he just uploads them.
Yeah, and he talks and he's very convincing. He's very convincing. He's a very convincing speaker.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What's his name?
He's
Asmongold.
She's looking me up.
She's about to like go down the.
I need to
Uh-oh.
look at his. I need to look at what he looks like.
Right.
He looks like a. He looks like a World of Warcraft player.
That's
Yeah, you
right.
might feed him an apple through a fence or something.
I can't eat apples because I don't have the teeth.
Him?
Yeah, that's him.
He looks so normal.
He looks like Linus Tech Tips.
He does look like. I thought it was Linus.
That's true.
He like, kind
Well,
of looks
you're-
like him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he like
I do.
dude. If
Looks
you
like
posted
Hosier
it,
there. Holy.
Yeah, he looks
He
like.
kind of bad looking. What the?
yeah. If you no, and you know what the thing about him is
What
like.
the fuck?
One thing that I love about old Asman here is he just
That was
does.
from the,
he doesn't really care.
That was from the Games Expo. Did it just insult you? I don't think they're doing it in bad taste. Yeah, it's not a big deal. I think it's funny. Yeah, it's not a big deal. Like, it's very easy to tell whenever somebody is like doing it in like bad faith.
About what people
Yeah,
think
no,
about him,
I'm
which
good.
is why
That's great.
he's totally okay with that. You know.
And which saying same thing for me. It's like I don't want to. Like I would assume that like I'm not doing saying anything about him in bad faith. Like I am criticizing him because I don't understand how that's possible. And it's like as a person, he seems like a decent person with like then things he says that like I agree with, but his lifestyle or like his living situation is like it's baffling.
I wonder if he just has like a little den that he records in and he actually lives in like a normal place.
Oh my fucking god. Where the fuck does this come from? This is not no. You want to know that the truth is that this is the cleanest room in my house. Because this is the one I'm in all the time. It's the rest of the house that's bad. This is pretty good. Well, I mean, it's not. But
He looks
it
at something.
was
It's
pretty
not.
good. The first night copium. Yeah, that's it. Because this is what people thought. People actually thought that my room was a studio and that I lived in a mansion or something.
No.
Oh,
No?
okay.
That's impossible because he streams for 36 hours a day. He has nowhere else.
We're gonna do a visual aid project in your head. Think of the fucking most degenerate crack house you've ever thought of in your life.
It's
Got it.
not a crack house. It's a crack home.
East Hastings.
10 times worse than that.
Wow, that was fast.
The
What?
crack house is yeah.
He's pulling it up. Yep.
Okay, he like one time the camera aimed to the roof of his house.
What?
She
It's
sees
my
it.
nightmare.
And,
Yes.
the best part is, it's not that he can't afford to live out of it.
Oh,
he
he's rich as fuck.
absolutely can.
That's
very
what-
loaded. It is just a choice.
I mean, he makes a lot of money.
He doesn't have a partner, does he?
He used to, but as you can
Ow.
imagine, the woman did not enjoy
It
living.
just work out.
No mere mortal can live with Asmongold.
Jesus
In
Christ.
there. She's in there,
Survived, didn't
dying.
work
She's
out.
dead. We,
Yeah,
somebody needs to check on her.
She's become fertilizer.
Well,
Uh-huh.
the funny thing about it is, like, even his like cooking is just
No, I remember like both Emmy and Tectone got sick after being in my house for 3 hours. Like Tectone like couldn't breathe and like Emmy started getting like hives or something. I wonder why. Yeah, I don't know.
I
It's like after he said that, I end up looking up like, or I end up talking to like some friends in the Discord, and it's like they ended up telling me about the video that they did record, of them visiting the house, and I watched this whole house tour, and it's like that was insane to me. And it's like him saying that like they got sick and all this and that. Like, what what do you call it? Is like the house should be condemned because it's so hazardous it can't be lived in. I mean, it's like he can live in it because he's used to it. His body's used to it. So it's like it's just Tuesday for him. But like normal people who have been like in the rest of the world and like in normal living situations, it's like they can't live in that house. They can't be in the house because their body's not used to whatever's going on in there. It's literally hazardous.
I like to think of Asmongold as like me during like first year of like college, university, right?
Yeah.
Like, fuck, man, I'm
Filth.
not on my own.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, okay, I will say one thing. I cleaned up in my house when I
That's
watched.
good.
So me and Jen were like sitting watching Asmongold once, and like I think I was more disgusted by it because she's already disgusted. She cleans up the house, she cleans up everything all the time. But I'm looking at it, I'm like, as a guy, I'm like, dude, is it that hard to?
So, you know how like fat girls watch mukbang videos whenever they indulge in eating too much food? Because if they're watching Nikado Avocado eat way more food than them, they feel better about themselves. Do you think that people like I'm like that Nikado Avocado for guys? Where like people will like watch my videos and be like, I'm bad, but at least I'm not. I'm doing a public service.
I actually just started thinking that like a little bit after it sounds like, but because the thing is that like a lot of people look down on themselves, and it's like they like point out all these bad things about them, and they hyper focus on those same things. And it's like you can go to Asmongold, look at his living situation, and just like if you do a bit of research, it sounds like he has a bad living situation. You're hearing these stories that he's confirming is true, and then there's a video of his house tour, and it's like you're seeing how bad it is, and then you also look into his history of like who he's dated and things like that. And it's like he dated Pinky Sparkles, which is a very attractive woman, very attractive streamer, and whatnot. And they apparently they like used to stream together, so like people were aware of like what she looked like it. And it's like with him and like his living situation, it's like you would think how can someone like him get a girl like that, but I also kind of think that like maybe it has something to do with money because he is a millionaire. And it's like that recent issue with Elisa Georgiana of like where she ended up getting arrested for like beating her boyfriend or whatever. It's like she was getting paid millions by that guy's son. So it's like you also kind of think that like maybe it's like maybe you actually do need just a ton of money in order to like get women if that's like an issue. It's like to get women, I think it's mainly either money or personality. It's like things you have don't really matter as much for attracting women. It's like you either have to be appealing to them, as in like entertaining them, or you just buy them.
Fire up the vacuum cleaner? Is it that hard to whip out the Swiffer jet? Like, is it difficult? So he's cooking food, right? He buys like, this is the thing, super loaded guy.
Okay, here we go. It's gonna be the fucking pizzas and the steaks. Yeah, the reason I don't really use a vacuum cleaner is because I usually I'm not like eating off of the floor, right? Like the floor is just the floor. Like if it goes on the floor, it's pretty much gone. I mean, that's it. Now, if somebody came over and cleaned the house, that'd be fine. Like, I don't want people to think that I like it being dirty. I don't really like it being dirty. But if, like, I'm not going to do anything. It's fine. You're going to die? Everybody's going to die.
It's like, I understand a lot of like being lazy and not wanting to deal with it, but it's like, you have money. Hire like a cleaning company or a cleaning service or something. It's like I've heard he's had friends offer to clean his house and he's declined. So I'm so confused on like why he won't get that fixed when like there's several solutions beyond him doing it himself.
That's not a big deal.
Instead of buying healthy food, right? Because he can very much afford it, right? Yeah. To do that,
it doesn't taste as
he makes
good.
himself steak and potatoes, but not the average steak and potatoes. He finds like the most lowest grade slop prison steak you could find, throws that shit on a grill for maybe like a minute on
8 minutes. The thing is that everybody says the steaks are disgusting until they have it, and then they want to make another. They want me to make another steak. See, this is the thing, guys. Everybody thinks that the steaks are bad until they have them, then they realize the steaks are good. Also, my steaks are the most healthy because I don't have any fat on my steaks. Like, you look at that Wagyu beef, that's full of fucking fat. You want to know why I don't eat fat? Because I'm not fat. I don't eat fat. That's disgusting. It tastes like you got like if they made a dick out of gummy bears, that's the way it tastes like to me. And they put it in a microwave for like 5 seconds, and then you put it in your mouth. That's the way that having fat tastes like to me in my mouth. I think it's fucking disgusting. I hate the mouthfeel of it. It's the most nasty shit I've ever had. So I only like very, very lean beef. You would die without fat? Well, is very low amount of it.
And the texture of fat is really weird.
I'm serious.
I don't even know if the parasites are gone yet. He takes a fucking potato and to save himself time, pokes forks in it and like just.
There's one time I like poison sprayed a wasp over my steak, and the poison got on the steak, and I didn't even clean it off. I just ate the poison.
Jesus Christ.
It was like a sour sauce.
Microwave. Like, it's fucking good. He is hands down my favorite.
He deserves a bit of razzing.
Wow.
He deserves a bit of razzing.
Yeah, okay. Now I understand.
Yeah, well, What
I would
about
say.
okay? So my factoid, since Oompa stole.
This is crazy. Fucking facts about me. Oh my god. How has this happened? Like I just
Mine.
Oh yes.
Would you believe if he has never eaten fruit until a year ago, when he was
Okay, I
forced
did
to
not
eat
believe
fruit
that.
for content?
I don't
Where
fucking
is
believe
he
that.
from?
Yeah, that's
Is
a
that
lot.
true?
No.
He's from Texas.
I
That's
sent
that's
you a
the
link in
true.
the chat.
That's a true
That's
factoid.
what they say. That's
Yeah.
the lore.
That's a true
Okay.
That's the
factoid.
lore. I'm not gonna say he
it
probably.
actually is true. The reason why it's true is that I don't like the way fruit tastes, and also a lot of fruits growing up, like they would give me apples and I couldn't eat apples because of my teeth, even whenever I was a little kid. And so I got in the habit of never eating anything like that because my teeth were so bad.
I'm kind of confused with this whole teeth thing. Like, is he saying he's got bad teeth because like he doesn't take care of them, so it's like they can break easily, or like they're brittle, or like what's going on with his teeth? I don't understand.
Probably ate a banana at some point, but
Dude,
Yeah.
come on, you
Sure,
have to at
yeah.
least
Berry.
fucking
Posted
eat
in
an
the chat.
apple or exactly
Or a
like a fucking
strawberry.
berry.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's got
look,
to
look at the video. He has an hour-long video. Asmongold tries fruit for the first time with
Okay.
like a whole tier list and everyone, and he's like,
Really?
I've never tasted it.
Dude,
She's getting
literally love
excited.
that. He's
She
like
likes
the
it.
ultimate like Twitch gamer. It's like
This is the thing. It's like I'm a what do you call it? A zoo animal. She's intrigued. Yeah, no, I didn't mean like she likes. No, that's weird. But like I meant like yeah, it's intrigued. Yeah, it's a test subject. Like yeah, like an exhibit. Yeah.
when anybody, because I show Asmongold to like my mom sometimes, and my mom is like,
See, yeah,
she'll come
see,
over and, like,
yeah, because he's like, yeah, see, look, it could be like this, but it's not. So how about that?
she'll roast my house every once in a while. It's like, oh, something's
Yep.
out of place. I'm like, you want to see shit out of place? Fire! I'm like, Jamie, roll the clip in my house. I'm like, roll the fucking
Yep.
on the TV. I showed her Asmongold. She's like, I am never gonna roast anything misplaced
Uh-huh.
around your house at all. And
You can't even compare anything to that. That's just it's a dumpster, man.
my mom comes into my house and like she like roasts me. She's like, "Oh, your car keys are thrown somewhere else. I seen somebody stop giving."
The
a shit."
funny thing about that is my car keys are one of the only fixed places of all of the things that I have. I put my car keys in the same place every single day, and they are never not in that place. Everything else is a fucking mess, but my car keys, my wallet are always in the same place.
And I'm like, "Bro, get off my fucking ass!"
That's fair.
Okay?
That's fair. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Gold over here can't even find his car keys.
No, I know that's the one fucking thing I have. Yeah, I never have lost them or anything like that.
Gold
Never.
I mean, to be fair, like he's streaming like 18 hours a day, and that's part
I
of the
stream a lot.
thing that comes with streaming
Yeah.
like 20 hours a fucking day, I guess.
Yeah.
Because one of the grossest things that I've ever seen walking to like a streamer's house, and I'm not here to like name names or shame because this is a common story amongst everyone. What you see at the computer and what you see like to the left, like what's out of frame, is the most repulsive shit that I've ever seen. Like just fucking soda.
Let's see about that. It's not so bad. That's
Oh,
not so
the-
bad.
Oh, there's these were in a video that were like that was from like 6 months ago. I think these are like chips. There's a sideways can over here. I don't know what this box is. It's like yeah. Jesus Christ.
I got a few things on the table, but it's not so bad. Now, it's not so good. But it's also not so bad. The other side, that's just a fucking desk. Yeah, like, that's fine. No, play.
And it's like I said, say that, and for me, I have my bed off to the side here, and it's like I have some the like the far side of my bed is like kind of a mess in the sense that then like there's just I got a backpack, a hoodie, a jacket, and it's like I got some food here as well. Just because like since I live with roommates and whatnot, I've developed trust issues where like I don't want them eating my food. So I have like some beef sticks, uh, what was this? Honey roasted peanuts, and then I got Pop Tarts, Raisinets, and sugar cookies that I literally just bought yesterday. So and then I actually have some stuff on the floor in the back, but those are just like papers and whatnot that I'm just like kind of like lazy to pick up. So I'm kind of similar to him, but it's like I can't imagine ever reaching, you know, that extent.
Place you cleaned it? No, I actually did clean the desk like a day ago. Usually, whenever I fill the desk up with cups, then I clean it. You've been doing good, honestly. I mean, I've been doing good for a bit, but it's really the rest of the house that's bad. But I never go in there, so it doesn't really matter.
Cans, food, the smell that comes out of some dude's houses. I'm like, dude, you cannot. It's
Yep.
like the people that we have as our peers sometimes, it's like you either find the most responsible individuals or you find just some of the most there's never an in
No. See, he doesn't understand. You don't find responsible individuals. You find people that hire maid services. So yeah, there's just streamers that hire maid services and the ones that don't. None of them are taking care of themselves.
Yep. Well, the average person or like people who like live in the boonies where like you don't have that is like people in rural America have to do that because they don't really have a choice. And it's like they ain't rich, they ain't poor, they're just, you know, middle of the road. Because that's how I grew up. That's where I came from. I grew up in a very small town in northern Michigan. It was just my mom that took care of me and two sisters, and she kept the house clean, just herself. And so I was like, I'm pretty confident that like people in rural America are doing that themselves. And it's like, sure, if you live in the city and you're wealthy and whatnot, you have the options of hiring maid services and whatnot. But in the boonies, no, you don't have the option. You either have to clean it yourself, man. Maybe you can hire some friends or family to clean it, but it's like, you know, it's like when you clean it, you are taking some responsibility. Even if you're hiring maid services, it's like you're taking the responsibility to recognize that your place is filthy and you need it to be cleaned. So you're going out of your way to hire those services to clean your place. It's like that's taking responsibility of recognizing that like there's a problem here.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's not
that's
like any
crazy.
other career
course
path
not.
you can go down where everyone there's like a barometer or something, you know?
Oh yeah,
Because
absolutely.
it's so funny because like the bar is so low. All you really need is a camera,
Mhm.
right? And
Yep.
you can be making content. It's not like
That's
you need
right.
some sort of prerequisite. You're not gonna
Anybody
get a
can be an
doctor
idiot.
who's just like a complete moron. He had to pass his tests at some point, you know. But when it comes to content creating, you know, anyone could kind of
Anybody can do it.
You got to have a camera, a microphone, and be able to talk for a long period of time.
Yep.
Or
That's like
grind.
it.
I mean, that's pretty much what it all just comes down to. So now that you guys are basically, so you guys are like still in the middle of like a couple like a move at this point. I don't want to like go into details because I
I
assume
can't
there's, like,
believe this.
I don't know if like
Yeah, I think that's where I really end talking about Asmongold, but it's like yeah, this this set off like a rabbit hole for me that I just went down and like I had to figure out what the story was with that because you know I just find it crazy how like Asmongold is someone who has a company and it's like he's a millionaire, but like he has that type of living situation. And again, I don't hate Asmongold or anything. It's just I want to like understand the psychology there. Because for me, I remember being to a couple of people's houses, and it's like they were dirty, and it's like I just didn't like being there. Uh, well, one of them was my ex. Another one was a girl that like I was attracted to, and it's like I kind of I don't know. I had this weird attraction to like white trash type women, and another one was the friend that I told a coworker that I told the cockroach story about, and I think that was it. It's like I've had other friends who were like super clean. It's like they were just like the way I grew up. So and it's like none of these people's houses that I went to were, or at least the clean ones. It's like they weren't wealthy or anything. It sounds like they had parents who cleaned up because they didn't want like a filthy house. And it's like for me, even I'm like lazy. It sounds like yeah, I'll pick up and clean every now and then. It's not often, but it sounds like I wish if I wasn't so cheap that I hire maid services or cleaning services as well. Like I damn near wish I did that in Indiana. Although like in Indiana I was barely home and like I barely did anything. So like the house was almost like never dirty, or the apartment was never dirty. Never lived in a house. It's like that. That's like generally how I am. It's like I don't really do much. So it's like I feel that the place doesn't really get dirty all that much. So there's not really much to clean. And I don't have a lot of stuff either. I'm basically a minimalist. It's like I wish I had like pictures or video of like my apartment of like when I was in Indiana. It sounds like I had a one bedroom apartment, one bed, one bath. And I was living on my own. In my bedroom, there was nothing except a futon on the floor. And so I was like, I used that room to sleep. That was it. And in my living room, so I was like, I had my gaming chair. I had a TV stand that had my TV, my game systems, all my gaming stuff right there. And then I had a little corner table right over here that also had like a laptop and whatnot. So like if I was streaming or whatever, or or like where like I could eat food and whatnot, I could keep that there. And it's like that was it. And it's like I had a big ass room too, and so it's like you walk in. It's like I had a couple of people over, and it's like I think they found it like shocking that I had basically nothing there. It's like I believe there's memes like that of like where is it uh simple gaming room. Meme. Yes. It's like this. Uh it's like this of like where it's a room, and it's like you only have like the one thing. It's like that's all you need. That's how I was at my last apartment. This is a gaming room in our new apartment right myself. Except for me, of course, I had an Xbox One X, I had my PS4, I had a Switch, so it's like I had a gaming setup, and like I believe like I want to say a 50-inch TV. I can't remember the exact size of it. But yeah, it sounds like that was basically it. I just had all my shit of like what I did in like one corner of the room. That was it. And it's like with his house, it's like I don't understand how you can have so much stuff there and just I mean a lot of the time he says he just doesn't want to deal with his son. So it's like I and like from what I've been told, that was the house he grew up in, and it's so like nostalgic to him that like that's like his whole life is that house, I guess. So it's like it has very high sentimental value to him. But like he doesn't want to like clean things up and such. I don't know. But again, it's like Asmongold, he's cool. It's like I agree with him half the time. I say more often than not actually. But his living situation is questionable.